5 giants we all face. 1. Religion. 2. Pride. 3. Apathy. 4. Compromise. 5. Unbelief. 5 smooth stones to take down 5 giants. 1. Religion actually means back into bondage. Having to live by countless rules and regulations to become acceptable to God. The Lord is seeking to have a relationship with us, where we have close, intimate communication with Him, and now knowing His desires for our life, we gladly obey. Rather than begrudgingly obeying a set of rules that we resent and cannot see the reason for. The Lord gave mankind free will, and it is His desire that we decide to love Him and choose to spend time with Him. That we are able to hear His voice, and be led by His Spirit in every area of our life. He is the ultimate life coach, available 24 hours a day, who knows all things, and is able to speak our language and communicate precisely with us. Having such a relationship with the Creator of the universe should enable us to live our lives to the full. Religion limits and restricts and frustrates our desires to live life to the full. 2. Pride, an excessively high opinion of oneself, constantly conscious of one's own dignity. Proverbs chapter 8 verse 13. God hates pride. Proverbs 16:18. Pride comes before destruction. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 23. Pride shall bring man low. 1 John chapter 2 verse 16. Pride is not of the Father. Psalm chapter 138 verse 6. The proud He knoweth afar off. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 25. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 4. He is proud, knowing nothing. James chapter 4 verse 6. God resisteth the proud. Unteachable, unwilling to listen or accept correction. Refuses help, determined to do it themselves. This has the effect of restricting their growth, and limits them to their own capabilities. 3. Apathy, pathos, passion. Apathio, lack of passion. Psalm chapter 86 verse 15. But thou, O Lord, art a God full of compassion. Psalm chapter 111 verse 4. The Lord is gracious and full of compassion. Psalm chapter 112 verse 4. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. Matthew chapter 9 verse 36. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion. Matthew chapter 14 verse 14. And was moved with compassion toward them, and healed their sick. Matthew chapter 15 verse 32. I have compassion on the multitude. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous. 4. Compromise. Romans chapter 12 verse 2. And be not conformed to this world. Protestants were originally known as nonconformists. They would not conform to the religious way the church was being run, with many ceremonies and traditions and practices that were actually idolatry. Galatians chapter 5 verse 11. And I, brethren, if I yet preach circumcision, why do I yet suffer persecution? Then is the offense of the cross ceased. Today within our culture there are many practices that are accepted as normal, that are not pleasing to our God. Lying, stealing and blasphemy are commonplace. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution. When you start to stand up for godly standards, then you will meet with resistance, within the world and at times within the church. 5. Unbelief. 2 types. A. Ignorance of the truth, not aware of the truth. B. Denial of the truth, will not accept the truth. Unbelief stops faith arising in the heart, and therefore blocks us from receiving any blessing from the Lord. It causes fear to work in people's lives, because they do not believe that the Lord will protect them or provide for them or heal them. All of these giants will at times work together and support each other in enslaving people. There are other giants at work as well. Ask the Lord, and He will reveal them to you.